Yeah, so before understanding today's agenda, let's try to recollect it what we were understanding yesterday, and then we continue with today's objective. Yeah, yesterday we were understanding about parallel development. Yes, like among the development team. So whenever we are, so between that's like the team, whenever we are working on the same files and the same lines, we are committing to this GitHub repository, then we are going to have the problems. What are the main problems is, that is the remote repositories having that advanced changes than about our changes whenever we are trying to push it. So, but whenever we try to push it, if the remote repository contains other developer changes in the same file, same line, then Git doesn't take care about that auto matching. Then auto matching is going to get failed and the conflicts will be raised. So if you have the conflicts, what we need to do is first pull the code from the remote repository to about our local system. Yeah, remote repository changes, get it to that about our local, then run the git merge tool. The git merge tool is going to identify that in which files we have the conflicts. So it is going to track it all the conflicts. And once that's the git merge tool is executed, then it prompts for that the diff tool is open that the changes in the diff tool. Then you will be having that normally Vim diff is going to show that 4 editors. Top 3, which is going to have it like the local changes, remote repository changes, and as well as actual original file. So there are the different files it shows that. In the 4th editor, you can use it like insert mode and we can do the customization as per the requirement. And then we need to commit back to that, to the local repository, then push it to the remote repository. Yeah, so new command, what we are trying to understand is git merge tool. The remaining commands are almost the same thing which we are trying to understand it. But whenever we have the conflict, pull it and run the git merge tool. Yeah, this was one concept. If you have those any conflicts, how do we resolve it? Then we started one more concept, that is directory structure. But in the directory structure, like the main 3 directories, we are understanding that about master or main directory, branches directory, and tags. Yeah, master or main branch, this is a production copy which we use it. Normally we don't do the directly committing to the master branch. But as a development point of view or any features which we are implementing, then we create development branches and feature branches. Feature branches is temporary. These branches are the temporary. These feature branches, once it is done, then we merge it to the development branch. And once development is ready, from the development, we create a release branch. And once the release is ready, this release branch, which will be merged to the master branch and as well as to the development branch. So this is the actual process which we are trying to understand that in the real time, how the branching strategy that would be used. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, clear.
Clear, sir.
Okay, good. So now let's move into that. So what are the activities we were concluding from this, the Git concepts, the branching concepts especially. Yeah, what are the main the activities which we are trying to understand it? Either branch creation. So from the, just let me open the lab guide, then you have the clear idea over there. Yeah, either creating a new branch.
Yes, sir.
Or committing to the particular branch, because we are working that development, feature branches, release branches. So you need to make sure that whenever we are committing the files, so which branch you need to update it. That is another important thing. Then merging a branch is one branch to another branch, merging activities. And finally, that is tags creation. So tags, as we are understanding about it, there are the read-only purpose, backup purpose. If the once a branch is ready and if we need the backup of it, then we go for creating a tags. Yeah, the lab guides. So if you are following that, maybe so you should follow that. Maybe I don't mention in the class, but every day make sure that. So we are talking this one concept is nothing but that concept related to lab is available, lab guide. Yesterday, this was the lab which we are understanding parallel development. So development one user activity on the Windows system. So clone the remote repository and get ready of that. And developer to user activity, launch the EC2 instance and clone the same repository. But before that, configure the username and email ID properties. And developer one user activity on the Windows system. Yes, Git Bash. Go to the Git Bash terminal. Then yes, whatever the file you are going to take it, that could be Docker file or any file that is. Do some changes and commit it and push it. And then go to the GitHub and refresh it and observe the developer one changes. Then log into that EC2 instance, the update and commit the pom.xml file. The developer two changes on the same file, same line. And whenever he is trying to committing and pushing to that, then push operation will be rejected as a developer one user already committed the changes. Then what he has to do that developer two pull the changes from the GitHub, that is developer one changes. Yes. So this is the property which has to be reset that and git pull origin the master. Then open the conflicts with Medge tool. Yes, git Medge tool and vim diffuse it. And then after doing the changes, verify this about your file and git status and temporary file delete it. Then check the status. Then finally commit it and push to the remote repository. Now you will be having in the GitHub about the developer one and developer two, both user changes. Developer one user activity on the Windows instance, yes, then what he has to do. So whenever he verifies that cat pom.xml file, developer two changes is not available. Then what he has to do, he has to pull it, that is getting the remote repository changes to the local one. Then he can verify. Now he is going to have a developer one and developer two changes content. Yeah, so this is the process which has been explained so clearly. So refer this lab guide. And next branching activities, we were concluding total the main activities from the Git directory structure. How to create a branch. This is one activity. Second one is how to commit the changes to the branch. And how to merge a branch. That is identify the source branch, which branch code you need to take it to which branch you need to merge it. But merge command is a simple command. But identifying about your source branch and to the destination branch as per the process requirement, that is important thing. Next one is how do we take the backup? That is a tagging. Yeah, so there are the main activities in the directory structure. Let me go for talking about it, how to create the branch. So here it has been given anyway, so we'll go for that. So how to create a branch, how to commit to the particular branch, and how to merge a branch, and how to take the backup of the branch, or if the branch is no more required, how to delete a branches. Yes, those activities will perform it. Are you clear about this one? Shall I go ahead?
Clear,
Sir,
sir.
clear. Go ahead.
Clear, sir.
Yeah, the lab guide that is available. So just refer it. So whatever we are talking, this all the commands, you can get it over there. Yeah, so this is about our local repository. As already we are using about it. So the Windows system I'm using. So today there is no concept of the developer one, developer two, but yes, the branches, how to create it and how to work with that. That is the main activity. Yeah, first of all, how do you know that what are the branches that you have? So how do you know that list of all the branches? So what is the command that we have this is that is a git branch. So to know that the list of all the branches, that is a git branch. And if you go back to the remote repository, so if you go back to the remote repository, in the remote repository, how do we see this list of all the branches? Yes, this is in the GitHub point of view. This is the section. Here you can find it, list of all the branches. By default, the master branch, and this is the default branch. In the command line, how do we view the list of all the branches? That is about Git branch command. And whenever we are viewing that branches information, you see this like default branch is a master branch, and which is showing about it, the asterisk. Asterisk, what is the meaning of that one is nothing but current workspace, what are the files we are viewing that here, or we are accessing that in the workspace, all these files are belong to that master branch. But how do you know that that master branch files is asterisk? But here we have only one branch, there is no confusion. But if others like 10 branches, but yes, in our workspace is belong to that which branch? So how do you know that is the branch which is having that the asterisk as a prefix, then that is a head branch. Head is nothing but the current branch. Yeah, how do you view that? The local branches, that is going to list it the local branch. A local repository branch, that is a master branch. But how do I view the remote repository branches? Normally remote repository, how do we view that information is git remote -v, we are using that. Git remote -v. So it is helping about it. So this local repository is mapped to that, to this remote repository for the fetching or pushing operations. But in this remote repository, what are the branches are available? So what is the command that we can use? It is git branch -r. So git branch -r is going to give that remote repository branches. Yes, in the remote also we have that only one branch, that is a master branch. You see that origin head, that means what is the main branch? The current head branch is origin master branch. Here we have this only one branch in the remote repository, that is a master branch. Yeah, how do you view that local branches? That is git branch. How do you view that remote branches? That is git branch -r. But how do you view that local and remote both? Can I view that at the same time? What are my local branches? Do I have that? And what are the branches that we have this in the remote repository? So can I get it that? Yeah, that is the git branch -a. The -a that represents all. Yes, this is about our local repository. And wherever you see that origin option, origin, and is showing that any branch name, then that is a remote repository. As we're talking that origin is alias name, right? For this remote repository. Yeah, origin, and then the head, okay, head branch, that is a master branch. But what is the branch that we have is master branch. Okay, this is about how do we view the local branches, how do we view the remote branches, how do we view that local and remote branches. So git branch -r, git branch -a. This is viewing the branches information. Okay, fine. Now I need to create a branch. So we have only the master branch, right? Anyway, initially only one branch, that is a master branch. From this master branch, I need to create a new branch. How do I create it? The branch is branch creation. You need to identify, as we're talking that source branch is required and a destination branch. It is like as a copy, directory copying. But which directory, that is a source you need to identify, and to which directory you need to create it and copy it, that's you need to identify the destination. So here source is, we are going to use it the default branch, only one branch, there is no option, master branch. And I would like to create it development branch. So this is my requirement. Master branch, take it and create a development branch. So this is a requirement. How do I create a development branch? Anyway, current branch, what is the branch? Head branch. Master branch is a head branch. Okay, source branch should be head branch. That means which branch you are going to copy that are creating. So the source branch should be head branch. Yes, we are good. Source branch is a head branch. Then create a development branch. How do I create a development branch is? So Git branch and branch name. So what is the branch that you would like to create it? Development. Now you see that we got it that the branch, but how do we view that list of all the branches? Git branch. Now we have the master branch and as well as development branch also created. A simple command to create a branch, that is git branch, branch name. So whenever we run this command, but which branch it is going to take, it is the branch which is the head branch. So head branch is a master branch here. Master branch is cloned to the development branch. But now we are in the branch. Which branch? Head branch is a master. But I need to go to the development branch. I need to work it in the development and I need to commit some files and I need to push the development branch to the remote repository. Then what I need to do or how do I do that? Are you clear about this branch creation and branch viewing?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, branch view, that is local branches, remote branches, all the branches. And branch creation, identify the source branch and destination branch. Source branch should be head branch. Whatever the branch you are going to take it, that source branch should be head branch. That means current branch is the source branch. Then you can create a branch. But how to create a branch is git branch, branch name. Now it is going to take the master branch, what all the files we have, all that will be copied to the development branch. It is like as a cp-r directory copying internally. That is Git is going to take care of it. Okay, good. Now the branch is available. But how do I start working on this development branch? Now my workspace, all these files are belong to the master branch. So all these files are belong to the master branch. But I need to work it with the development branch. So how do I start working on this development branch? So first we need to switch to the branch. So we need to switch to the development branch. Then only we can work starting on the development branch. So how do I switch that one branch to another branch is git checkout command. Git checkout and branch name. Which branch do you want to check out? Develop. Yeah, now we have switched to the branch development. Now you see that's already showing there, but in some terminals it doesn't show that. That's why I'm clearly explaining the command. But here the Git bash anyway, that is a Git related software. It is going to give that you are in that which branch, that is the development branch. Yes, my workspace now it is belong to the development branch. But how do we check it? Normally the direct the command based is this is the command. Always use the command based because you are working on the Linux terminal. Linux terminal doesn't show this option. It shows that's normal directory. But which branch is the head branch? That means now what are the workspace files I'm accessing that now these files, you see that master branch, whatever we have, it has been copied to the development branch. But now these files are belong to that which branch is? Yes, my head branch, that is development branch. Yeah, now I can work it on the development branch and I can commit it and I can push it to the remote repository. Let's do some files creation which belong to the development. Yes, I'll create it some files. So let me create some like a Jenkins file. Any file that is about some dummy data, I'm using that. And let me add it some content. That means in the development, Jenkins has been started. This is Jenkins pipeline. Some content I have written. Yes. Okay. The development branch, yes, Jenkins has been started. Now, if you verify this Git status, Jenkins file has been created. Now I need to commit this file to the development branch. So how do I commit it?
We need to add first, then commit.
Yeah. So git add the file name. The remaining process is the same, but make sure to which branch do you want to commit it. That branch should be head branch. Especially whenever you are committing, you need to make sure that which branch is a head branch. Yes, my branch now I am working on the development. Yes, I'm go ahead to commit to the files. Jenkins pipeline started. So message for it. Yeah, now if I verify the Git status, everything is clean on the branch development, nothing to commit, working tree is clean. Now if I verify this Git branch -a, all the branches. In my local, I have the development branch and master branch. But in the remote, I have this only master branch. Right? But I need to push this development branch. I need to save it. I need to distribute it to the remote repository about this branch also. But how do I push this one? Normal, what is the command which you are using?
Git push origin master.
Git push origin. So this is the common for any branch. This is the common these arguments. But now which branch I would like to push it is development. Before we are using the master branch, now we are using the development. Like this, you can commit the files to the particular branch and you can push that particular branch to the remote repository. Yes, now this is the first time we are creating and pushing this development branch. You see this on the remote, what's happened is new branch has been created, so which we have the local development. The same local development branch is mapped to that or synchronized to the remote repository, that is a development branch. Now it has been updated. Now if you verify the Git branch -a, yeah, we have those in that local development branch. This is the local development branch. And in the origin, that is a remote development branch is also available. Now, if you go back to the remote repository, yes, now you see that, and if you refresh this, development branch had the recent pushes. Okay, fine. Yes, that's good. Now in the now you see this, the branches count 2 we have. And what are those 2 branches if you like to verify? Yes, master branch and development branch. But what is the current head branch here? That is a master branch. So master branch was having a state changes. But if I switch to that development branch, there's a switch command, that is git checkout. Yeah, now in the development branch, you see that one more file we got, the Jenkins file. But this file, you don't see that in the master branch. That means master directory is different. This is not having the Jenkins file. So master directory is different and the development directory is different. In the development directory, we have created the file. But here we don't use the directory keyword. We call it like as a branches. Is it clear about this? Even here also, so now we are in that branch, head branch, that is master branch, sorry, development branch. But if I switch to that, how do we switch it one branch to another branch?
Using checkout.
Yeah, git checkout. And if I'm switching to the master branch, Yes, now my head branch is the master branch. That means all my workspace files are belong to the master branch now. If I edit any files and if I commit to the master branch, those files will be saved in the master directory. And if I switch to the development branch and if I create some files and if I commit the files to the development branch, and those files will be saved in the development directory. So branch is like as a directories. Are you clear about this?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
one small doubt in this. In this case, the master branch is the means we have two branches, master and development.
Yes.
So here, master is a parent branch or development is a sub branch of this master branch. Not
yeah.
like that?
So there is no, I mean, the link between the master or as you are talking about it, that is sub branch or sub directory. Not like that. And these are all like as the separate directories. It is going to manage it.
If I want to retrieve a file
Hmm.
from master branch to the development branch, how can I do that?
Yeah, that is a merging activity. We'll come back to that.
Okay.
So now we are in the development branch and I have created this Jenkins file. I need to bring these development branch changes to the master one. So how do I like merge it? The development, once the development is done, my development branch code, I need to finally, I mean, as we're talking the yesterday process. So this process, we go for that. Normally, yes, first initially we have taken the master branch and we have started the development branch. And now I have done some commits to the development branch. So committing, I mean, the creating a branch and switch to this branch and in the workspace create a files and commit it to the local branch. That is a development branch. Now these branch related changes, I would like to bring it to the master one. Then we need to merge it. The merge operation will come back. First, yeah, we are talking about creating a branches and switching the branches. Is it clear? Is it that which you are asking, or is there any other point?
Clear, sir. Clear.
Okay, good.
So means each branch are individual to themselves.
Yes,
If we
exactly.
want to retrieve any data, then we need to go for merging of those two branches where we need the data.
Yes, exactly. If we need it, this branch, I mean, suppose I have the two directories, each directory that is individual. Even that you have created, okay, that is within the root, root in that, like you have created one more directory. But the directory files are the different and another directory files are the different. But if I need to copy it, then these entire directory files I need to copy to that other directory.
And here one more thing, sir. If we want to here in this case we have started with the master branch. So
Yes.
likewise, if we want to create multiple branches, is there any criteria for a branch to be a root branch, or it depends upon the requirement to be, or whatever we can start directly and we can create it. So the first one will be the root branch.
Yeah, default whenever we create a repository, either master or the main branch that we'll be having. But from that branch, as per the requirement, we can go ahead to create the branches.
So every repository will have a master branch.
Yes,
so
master or main. Yeah.
Provided by depends upon the requirement, we'll create the any other sub branches according to specifications.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. Suppose if I do the git init, that means I'm creating the current directory as a repository. Then what is the default branch you will be having that? That is master branch or main branch. I mean, some repositories, GitLab, if you would have created, then that is going to give the main is a default branch. And if I go to that, the GitHub, the master is the default branch. Master or main you will be having. From that, as per the specification, you can create about your own branches as per the process requirement. But to know that, how do we create a branch? Yes, initially we'll be having the default branch. Whatever the branch, it doesn't matter. From that branch, how do we create a branches? How do we switch to these branches? That is Git checkout. And then the workspace, yes, you can modify the files and you can commit to the particular branch. And once this branch is ready, how do we push to the remote repository? This process is important, but which branch you are working, is it the development branch or the release branch or the future branch? Doesn't matter. That is on the basis of the process. Branch naming are different, but commands are the universal. Okay, so now we are in the development branch and we have created these files and we have pushed it to the remote repository. And in the remote repository also, we got it, all the branches. Yeah, I have the development branch in the local and as well as in the remote. We are good now. But can I rename the branch, existing branch? So we can rename it. That is Git Branch. The move is a command, MV, which we can use it. And we can take this like a development branch and as a renaming to that dev. Okay, not move. Let me hyphen move. Okay. Only M is option. Or you can give that hyphen move or hyphen M, either of to rename a branch. Yeah, now if you verify this Git branch, that is the rename the branch, development branch. But is it updated in the remote repository? No, it doesn't update in the remote repository. That is only in the local. Local, it has been renamed, but in the remote, it won't be. But a remote, whenever you are trying to push it, you need to use it mapping of it. So yes, that is about renaming a branch. Yes, if we need it, yes, we can rename a branch. But yes, before moving to the remote, then make sure about it, what are the branch you have. So that the branch is the verify that is it a valid name and everything, then push it. But in the remote repository, if you would like to update it, this is the directly we don't have that option. Then you need to map it this one to this remote repository, or you need to delete that existing branch and this branch again you need to push it back. Yeah, that is the renaming options. So the local you can change it at any time, but remote, yes, make sure about it. Before moving to that is a valid name it is having. Yeah, you can rename the branches, the locally. And next one is, so we have done this so far. How do we use the branches, the local and remote, and how do we create a branch and how do we switch a branches? That is, yeah, the one branch to another branch by using the Git checkout. And how do we commit to the particular branch? Yes, before committing that, make sure that the branch to which branch you are going to commit it, that branch should be head branch. Then you can commit it and push it. Okay, let me repeat it one more time. As per this process point of view, now what do we do that? Yes, we have the development branch. Yes, we have taken the master branch and I have done the development branch created. And development branch, I have committed some files. Now from this development stage, we create one feature, one branch. Then we do that some commits to the feature one branch, and then we commit to the development branch. Then we try to merge it, this feature one branch changes to bring it to that development branch. So let me create, that's like a development to that development current state. Current state, what do we have? The Jenkins has been started. Yeah, from that state, it has to start the new branch, that is a feature one branch. Let me create it. We know it how to create a branches. Let me go ahead and quickly do that. So from which branch to which branch we need to create it? What is about our requirement?
From development to feature.
Development to
Feature
one. Have the clarity of it. Which branch to which branch? A source branch. So make sure about it. Source branch is a head branch. Yes, already we are in the development. Or you can verify that Git branch and yes, make sure that the development branch is a head branch. Yes, already we are in the development branch. Yes, that is source branch. Source branch should be head branch. Next, what is about our branch requirement? Feature one. Now go ahead and create a branch. Git branch. The branch name I'm going to create it. The feature one. Now, if you verify this Git branch list, yes, feature one branch has been created. Feature one branch has been created from the development. Yeah, now if I switch to the feature one branch, git checkout feature one. And if you verify the workspace, development workspace, whatever we have, same workspace that is available in the feature one also. Development, we were adding about the Jenkins. Yeah, that is same, we got it. That means current state of the development, whatever we have, that's we have taken and we have started the feature one branch. Now let's do some commits in the feature one. That is a feature one related some files we'll create it and we'll commit to this feature one branch. And parallelly in the development also we do some changes. So now we need to commit some changes to the development and we'll commit some changes to the feature one separately. Then we'll bring that feature one changes to the finally development. So let's do that. How do we do it? Yes, first which branch? Feature one, we will commit it. So what I do is to see that the conflicts issues, whenever we are merging, I'm going to use the Jenkins file modification. So this change from feature one. Okay, I'm just adding this one line in the Jenkins file. And as well as this branch is having that, let me create one more new file that is something feature one.java file. This is specific to the feature one. So I have done two changes. One is in the Jenkins file, I have added one line which belongs to the feature one changes. And as well as feature one is having its specific files, like some Java file it has been created. This is specific to this feature, but this feature is going to use it, the common file Jenkins file also. Jenkins file already we are doing that in the development. Some developers are working on the Jenkins file in the development environment. And in the feature one also, who is working on the feature one, this developer is also working on the Jenkins file, and as well as he is working his feature. So that is the current state. Okay, let me commit all these files to the feature one branch. So if you verify the Git status, yeah, modified the Jenkins file and the feature one.java file has been created. Let's stage it first. If you have the two or more files and if you are okay with that to stage it all the files, you can use the dot. Git add dot. That is helping adding all these files to the staging area. Okay, good. Now let's verify Git status. Yeah, these two files have been staged. Let's commit. But before committing which branch I'm going to commit it, make sure that feature one. Yes, I'm in the feature one. So always try to use the command. Yes, I'm in the feature one. And if I do that, all these commits, it will be saved in the feature one directory. So what we have done here, these are all the feature one changes. Let me push this branch. Git push origin.
Feature one.
Which branch you would like to push it? Feature one. Okay, the feature one, the changes are ready. Now what we have done? Feature development branch. I have created the feature one branch, and we have done some changes in the workspace of the feature one, and we have committed to the feature one branch. Now, like the same thing, let me do some changes in the development branch also. So these developers, they are working on this development branch, and feature one who is working on that, they are working on the feature one branch. Yes, let's go ahead now. Working with the development branch. Yeah, feature one has been updated to the remote. Now, if we verify all the branches, local and remote. Yes, in the local 3 we have. In the remote also we have the 3 branches. Even if you go to that, if you refresh here, yeah, we have the development branch, feature one branch. Now you see that, yes, feature one branch also we got it. But feature one branch is having its changes, and as well as Jenkins file, some change it has been updated. This is a feature one branch. But now the current state of the development, what is the state? Development is having only Jenkins file update, which has been started from the master branch, and it has been extended to Jenkins implementation, right? So it is having only Jenkins, Jenkins changes. But master branch, if I go to that, initial 2 files, the master branch still it is not updated anything. They're all the individual directories. Are you clear about this? Are you following that, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Follow.
Good. So now we have done the feature one changes updating. Yeah, the feature one changes getting ready. Now what do we do? That is, as we are understanding as per this diagram, we do some commits to the development also. So how do I do that? How do I commit to that particular changes to the development branch? So first you need to make sure it check out to that branch. That is development branch. Yeah, now I'm in the development branch, and my workspace files, if you observe that, they're all like a development branch related files. Here you don't see the feature one. Feature one is different, and this branch is different. Okay, what is the implementation that we have is, let me edit the Jenkins file and let me edit some content in the Jenkins file. Yeah, so here we have only initial file, initial line, whatever we were adding. But let me add it now one more line. This change is from development branch. Yeah, now we have done some changes. Yes, the modified the Jenkins file, and let's stage it this and commit it. Git commit -a -m. Run Jenkins pipeline. Some comment here. Okay, we have updated to the development branch. Now let's push these changes. As you see that it is created as the new branch, development branch. So the previous development, because as we were renaming changes, that was updated to the local, not remote. But we can do that mapping of this one. So how you can do that mapping of that the local to the remote one is, let me show there's one more option. Suppose this is my local branch and I would like to map it to the remote repository. Yes, you can do like this. So now the local repository mapping to the remote repository. So if you have the different names in the local and the remote, so this is the approach which we can use it to map it the local one with the remote one. But by mistake we have run this one and it is created the new branch. Okay, I'm going to ignore this the development branch in the remote. We are going to use it the development branch. Is it clear about that? If you have the different names in the local and the remote branches, how do we map it the local with the remote one whenever you are synchronizing the files, that is pushing the files? Git push origin, so local repository branch name colon mapping to the remote repository branch name. Now if I refresh here, but this branch is no more required for us, we are going to refer the development branch. Now I see this, if I go to the development branch, I've got the latest changes. Yes, this change is from development branch. Okay, we got the development changes and we have the feature branches. Feature branch is having in the Jenkins file, it's changed. You see that here. Now I am in the feature one branch and the Jenkins file, what is the content? This change from the feature one. But if I switch to the development branch is having its changes. So each directory, it's different. But master branch, no, we don't have any Jenkins file, right?
So are you viewing from a remote repository? But actually here unable to see here.
Oh, okay. You don't see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry for that. Yeah, let me show this once again. Yeah, now here you see this master branch. Master branch is not having, initial is not having latest changes. It is having only initial changes. But if I switch to that development branch, and with the Jenkins file, yeah, master branch, yeah, now can you hear me? Is it audible to everyone? Is it audible to everyone? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, it is
Yes,
audible.
sir. Audible.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, so actually I network lost it. Okay, fine. So I'm in the development branch and in the Jenkins file, if I see that, yes, this is a change from the development branch. But if I switch to the feature branch, but in the Jenkins file, what do we have? This change is from the feature one branch. Same file, but a different branch, different content. In the development branch, we have the different content, and in the feature one, we have the different content. And if you go to the master branch is having Jenkins file. Is it available in the master branch? In the master branch, Jenkins file is not available, right? That's why you show in the 4 not 4
correct.
page not found.
Yeah, correct.
Because we didn't create the Jenkins file in the master branch. We started from the development branch, the Jenkins. Master branch is not having the Jenkins file. Master branch is having only Docker file and some README file. Are you clear about this one? That changes how it has been reflected. Each branch is isolated one, right? Yeah, development is having the Jenkins file changes. And if you go to the feature one branch is having its own changes. Yeah, now let's go back. Now what we are doing this, if you just try to understand it. So master branch we have taken and we have created the development branch. And development branch, yes, we have done some commits that Jenkins file has been created. And from this state, we have started the feature one branch. And feature one branch, we have committed some feature one related changes, and as well as we have updated the Jenkins changes. And in the development branch also, we have updated some Jenkins file changes. So this is the current state, right?
Yes, sir, correct.
Yeah, now, so feature one branch is ready. Feature one branch is ready is another one. What we need to do, the feature branch, we need to take it and we need to merge it to the development branch. Merging activity. Now, so far we understand how to create a branches, how to switch to that one branch to another branch, and how do we commit the files to the particular branch, and how do we push that particular branch to the remote repository. That is, I mean, those activities, those commands we are understanding so far. But let me talk into some more commands before talking about the merge activity. So we know the git diff, right? Normally git diff is going to help in that. In the workspace level, if you have those any files which have been modified, that modified file content, we can get it. We can, I mean, it is going to give the difference, git diff. But we don't have any files here. That's why it is empty. Nothing to commit, working tray is clean. But can I use the git diff to compare between one branch to another branch? Suppose, can I compare with the master branch and with the development branch? Or can I compare with the development branch with the feature one branch? Yes, we can use it. Git diff branch one, I would like to compare that master branch with the development branch. So what has happened between these two branches? What are the changes we have? If we just verify that master branch is referring that as A and development branch is referring as a B, two objects. And in the master branch is the Jenkins file. Is it available? That is null. But in the development branch, yes, that is available. So in the master branch that is not available, that is showing that null. But in the development branch, which is marked the B, that is available. But what is the content we have added in that? The Jenkins file is there are the two lines that we have added. So remaining files are the same. Docker file and remaining files are the same, which we have in the current workspace. This file and this file is the same, but between the master branch and development branch, this file is in the development, this file is a new file, and this is having two new lines. Clearly, we can understand it. What's happened between the branches? Suppose now I would like to verify git diff between development branch and feature one branch. Yes, let's see this now. Yeah, Jenkins file, we have the changes. Yes, we have in the development branch, we have the Jenkins file, and in the feature one also we have the Jenkins file. Yes. But what is the content we have if you observe that? Whenever it is comparing the development one with the feature one, this line is common between these two branches. But in the development branch, I mean, in the feature one branch, this line is not available. In the feature one branch, this line is minus is nothing but that is not available. And in the feature one, this is the new line which is available. So in the development branch, whatever we have, that is not available in the feature one branch. And feature one branch is having additional new line. And feature one is branching, I mean, feature one is having that new file also, right? You see that? Feature one.java, this file also we have created. Yeah, feature one is having, this is the new additional line, which is not there in the development branch. And feature one.java file is also available in this branch. That is clearly you can get it that the comparison of it one branch with another branch. Suppose if I do that, git diff between master branch and feature one. Master branch Jenkins file is not available. Yes, that is device null. But in the feature one branch, this file is available with these two lines. Yes, two new lines are available. And in the feature one is having the new file, one more file also, feature one.java, which is not available in the master branch. Yes, you can get it clear the diff between one branch to another branch. Before merging, if you would like to verify that, what are the changes or what are the differences we have one branch with another branch, you can use it git diff branch one and branch two. Git diff, you can use it in the workspace level, changes to identify it. And git diff, we can use it between the branches level also to identify the changes. Okay, now we got the clarity, which branch, what do we have that? And as per this process point of view, now let's go ahead. Understanding is feature one branch merging to the development branch. Yeah, feature one branch is the source branch, and this branch has to be merged to the development branch. Let's do this now. What is the requirement? Merging activity. Merging activity. So whenever you are doing, identify the source branch and the destination branch. The same branch creation, same whatever we are doing there, source branch and destination branch, identify that. But here the formula what we have is destination branches should be head branch. And source branch should be merged. So this is the requirement. This one we need to do that. That means once the source and destination branch has been identified, destination should be head branch. To which branch we are going to merge it, that branch should be head branch. Then source branch merge it. Yeah, in our context, which branch to which branch? Source branch is the feature one branch, and we need to merge it to the development branch. This is a requirement, right? So we need to take the feature one branch and we need to merge it to the development branch. This is a source branch and this is the destination branch. Okay, now what is the formula that we have? So destination branch should be head branch. That means git checkout to the development branch. Yeah, already we are in that head branch, no issues, but make sure that destination branch should be head branch. Fine. Next, which branch do we need to merge it? Yes, let's take it. The merge command. Now, new command we are getting that the merging the branches. That is a git merge. So, which branch is a source branch? Source branch you need to define it here. That is feature one. Now, feature one, the code whatever we have, that will be merged to the development. Development already we are having the workspace, right? So all these are files which will be taken and which will be tried to merge it to the local workspace. So workspace is the head branch. This is the now about our workspace. But whenever it is doing the merging, Jenkins file is having the configs, right? Same file, same line. Second line we have in the development branch changes and feature one changes. So automatic merge got failed. Fix the conflicts and then commit the result. But now if you verify this in the local workspace, you see that you got it the feature one.java. Now we are in the development branch. But it is having merging conflicts. Yes, we need to do that. But feature one.java, that is feature one changes we got to the development. Okay. But in Jenkins file, if you verify, that is having some conflicts. Yes, in the second line, we have the conflicts. Yeah, whenever we have the conflicts, what we need to do? Run the git merge tool. Yeah, it is identified the Jenkins file is having the merging conflicts. The same thing yesterday, whatever we are doing, that same thing. Yes, let's open this, all the changes in the Vim diff. Yeah, now here we can check it. Yes, this is about development one branch changes, and this is the feature one changes. And this is actually original file. Now in the fourth window, if you verify that, yes. So we have the conflicts. Let's use it insert mode. And let me remove this line. This is no more required. Yeah, fix the issue wherever the conflict is raised. Yes, now these 3 lines that is required. Let's save this file. And the remaining file, just to close it. :Q, :Q, :Q. Yes, it is done. Now if you verify the git status, as we are talking that it is going to create one temporary file, remove this file. Yeah, now these 2 files, we got it from the feature one changes, feature one branch. Now let's commit all these files to the development branch. That is git commit -m the merging the files from feature one branch. Are you clear about this one? The merging activity. Identify the source and destination branch. Destination branch checkout, source branch merge it. Simple, that is a formula. Yeah, now the development branch is having Jenkins file changes. Yes, if you verify the Jenkins file changes, yes, that is having, and feature one changes also. Now, if you compare a development branch and feature one branch, now we don't see. Yeah, we have the Jenkins file. Yes, the feature one branch is not having this line, right? Because we didn't take the development branch merging to the feature one. Feature one branch changes, we got it in the development branch. Those two changes, it's okay. But development branch is having new line, which is not there in the feature one. Yeah, we are good now. And let's push these changes to the remote repository. Git push origin development branch, we are going to push to the on the remote, which we have the development. Yes, it's good now. Let's go back to the remote and let's refresh now. Now this is about feature one branch. And if you go to the development branch, yeah, you see this development branch is on the feature one changes and as well as merging the files from the feature one. Yes, it is on the feature one changes and as well as development changes. Are you clear about this one? Now feature one branch we have taken and we have merged to the development branch. Yeah, identify the source and destination. Destination, make sure that is a checkout. And the source branch merged. What is the new command which we are using? This is git merge feature one. But make sure the development branch is a head branch. Then we were having some conflicts also. But conflicts, how do we how do we resolve that is run the git merge tool and identify that which files are having the conflicts whenever you are merging your branches and fix it. And finally commit the changes to the development branch and push this development branch to the remote repository. Is it clear about this one? I've got the merging formula.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, next what you can do is you can go ahead to that taking this development branch and creating a release branch and do some commits. Then once this release branch is ready, then you can take it and you can merge it to the master branch and as well as development branch. So let me do quickly this process also. So we know it already, the commands. How do we switch the branch? How to create a branch? How to commit to the particular branch or how to merge a branch? Yeah, now I'm going to do that. Development branch is ready. We go for the creating one release branch. Then we do some fixes in this release branch. Then this release branch, we take it and merge to the master branch. And as well as this release branch merging back to the development branch. Yeah, how do you do those activities? Yeah, which branch, what is the requirement? Creating a branch is the requirement. But which branch we need to create it? Yes, identify the source and the destination branch. But what is the source branch? Here it is. We need to take the development branch and we need to create a destination branch that is about a release branch. I'm just going to mark it as a release one branch. Sorry. Yeah, that is not a command, right? That is a comment. Yeah, so this is the requirement. Yes, whenever you are creating a branch, what is the requirement? Source branch checkout. That means development branch checkout. Git checkout development. Already we are in that branch. Okay, good. Then create a branch. How to create a branch? Git branch R1. Now the development branch will be taken and R1 branch will be created. Yes, R1 branch also has been created. Now, what do we do? That is, we check out to that R1, release 1. And let's assume that, yes, now we have done development branch to release 1 branch we have created. Now in the release 1, we have some fixes, some issues which have been identified. We need to fix it. So we will do that. There's some Jenkins file opening that, and we'll add it some lines here in the release branch, and we commit it and we push it to the remote repository. Then we consider this as a release ready. Then once release is ready, what we need to do? We need to match it to the master branch, and as well as we need to match it to the development branch. Yeah, first let me do that. Release branch doing, in the release branch level doing some update. Yeah, git checkout. Already we are in the release 1 branch. Release 1 branch is cloned from the development branch, right? What about this R1? Yeah, so here something R1 has been created. This is no more required normally. If we verify the status, some R1 file has been created. We don't need that. Let me remove this. It was by mistake created. Okay. Yeah, R1 branch, if you verify that. So we got it all the changes from the development branch. Development branch, whatever we have, same replica, that is R1 branch, release branch. But let's assume that in the Jenkins, we have some issues which have been identified in the release process. And we do some add, we will add it some fix in the Jenkins file, then we'll commit it and we push to the remote repository. Let me edit the Jenkins file. And I'm going to add it some bug fix. This is the fix from R1. Okay, let's check the status. Let's modify the Jenkins file. Let's add it. So make sure you are committing to the R1 branch. Yes, R1 branch is anyway head branch, right? It is R1 branch, head branch. The bug has been fixed in R1. Okay, R1 is ready. So let's push to the remote repository about this R1. Yeah, fix has been done and it has been released. Okay, so we are good. So we are in this process. Now we have done up to this. Now let's verify in the remote repository. Let's refresh first. If I go to this R1 and Jenkins file, yes, R1 Jenkins file is having the fix also. But if you go to the development branch, you don't see that change, right? Development is having only this feature 1 and the development changes. And master branch anyway, Jenkins file is not yet received. It is not having any Jenkins file. And if I go back to the feature 1 anyway, we don't need that. Feature 1 is old branch. Even if we can delete this branch, we'll come back. How to delete this branch? This is no more required, feature 1. because the feature one branch, all the changes we have made it to the development, right? That is having in the development. Now I don't need this feature one. So we will delete it. That's will come back. But let's go ahead doing the release one changes. R1 is ready now. So R1 is ready is nothing but what we need to do. So we need to merge back to the master branch. Now we are bringing that all the changes which are happened so far to the master branch. And as well as R1, what all the fix we have done, that fix we need to bring back to the development also. Yeah, these things we need to do. Merging activities. Merging, you are doing that. What is the formula? Merging, what is the formula? Identify the source and destination, which branch to which branch you need to merge it. Sorry. It should be comment line. Okay, it is not created any files, no issues. Yes, so merging the source and destination. But what is the source branch? R1 is a source branch, and we need to take it and we need to merge it to the master branch. So whenever we are doing the merging, what is the formula? Destination has to be checked out. Destination branch has to be checked out, and the source branch should be merged. Yeah, which one is the destination branch? Master branch. Master branch checkout. Yes. Git checkout master. Yes, now we are in the master branch. Master branch is having only. Yeah, so this is a file which has been created. Actually, this is no more required. Because here we are running this, right? By mistake, it is created the DST directory. Let me remove that file. Yeah, so these are all the two files which are available. Now, if you verify this in this repository, we don't have any files. Master branch, this was initially which were created. But now this master has to be merged with the
Release.
R1 branch, right?
Yeah.
So now we are in, this is the stage. R1 branch has to be merged to the master. That means so for development level, what all the changes we have done, everything we are bringing to the master branch. Yes, let's do that. Yeah, destination branch checkout and source branch merge it. So git merge, what is the source branch? That is R1. R1 changes we are taking and we are merging to the master branch. Yes, R1 changes we are taking and we are merging to the master branch. Yes, it is created two files which are not there in the master branch. We don't have any conflicts here because the Jenkins file is a new file. Feature one file is a new file because it was having only Docker file and README. We didn't do any changes in the process. So Jenkins file is a new file. Feature one is a new file. So that's why we didn't see there's any major conflicts. But before feature one to the development, we were trying to replicate it. The merging conflicts like Jenkins file we have taken the same file changes. Are you clear about this one? Yeah, now we have done the merging to the master branch. And now if you compare the git diff with the R1 and the master, both are the same. Yes, we don't have any changes. Now, if you verify this development branch with the master, we are expecting some change, right? Let's see that. What is the change? Yes. R1, what are the fix we have done? That fix is available in the master branch, but that fix is not available in the development branch. Remaining all are okay. But in the release one, what are the fix we have done? In the release one, what are the fix we were doing that? This is available in the master branch, but this is not available in the development branch. But development is continuing is nothing but the fix which we are doing and which was released to the production. We need to bring back that fix to the development also, right? Because next to the development team, they release it, the code to the release, and that release branch, if we take it to the master branch and if we merge it, then this fix which will be overridden. So we will be losing that in the next release. Again, that problem will be raised in the production now. So to overcome that, so once the release is done, release branch has to be merged to the master branch and as well as to the development branch. Yeah, let's do that activity. Now next, one more merging activity. Identify the source and destination. This is a formula, standard formula. But what is the source branch? Here we have the says R1 branch code, take it and merge it to the development branch. So which one has to be checked out? Destination has to be checked out. So git checkout dev. Now we are in the development branch. Development branch Jenkins file, if you verify, that is having only 3 lines. Development changes, feature one changes, but fix is not available. That fix we are bringing back now to the development branch. Yes, now merge the R1 branch. Yes, now we got it one new line to the Jenkins file. Now if I verify this in the cat Jenkins file in the development, yes, we got the fix to the development branch. Are you clear about this one? Now let's check the status. Yeah, unbranched development, everything is clean. And even the master branch is also clean, but master branch, we need to commit it. Master branch, we are already committed. We need to push it to the remote repository. Yes, let's push these 2 branches. Because we didn't update to the remote repository. Yes, master branch has been pushed, and let me push to the development branch also. Yeah, now we have done one iteration of the process. Now if we go back to here, the remote repository, and if we refresh this, now before it was showing us all that like some warning messages. Now those warning messages are gone because now all the branches related code is synchronized with the master one. Master is the root one. That's why it is not giving any warning messages. Now it has been synchronized all the branches. Yes, now if I go to the master branch, yes, I got it. All the changes which we are doing, that's in the process. Feature one changes, we got it. And fix, we got it, which we are doing this in the R1. And feature one changes, we got it. Development branches changes, we got it. Everything that is available in the master. Master is like as a production. Are you clear about this one now? Understanding the commands. How to create a branch. How do we switch that one branch to another branch? And how to commit the files to the particular branch? And how to push the branch to the remote repository? Then how do we merge a branch, one branch to another branch? This is a pre-release. And post-release, a release branch has to be merged to the master and as well as the development main branch. That is development branch. Yeah, now this feature one has been completed, right? Why do we need this branch? Or R1 is also completed. R1 code, everything is available in the master development. This branch is no more required. Or these feature branches is temporary branches. We'll create it and we'll delete it. But how do we delete a branches also? Yeah, let's go ahead. Now the feature one is no more required. I would like to delete that branch. How do I delete a branch? And now if you verify this Git branches in the local, we have the development feature one, master R1. But feature one is no more required. How do we delete the branches? Git branch -d and a branch name. Which branch? That is feature one branch. Yes, that branch has been deleted. Git branch, if we verify that, feature one branch has been deleted. But is it deleted in the remote? No, in the remote it is
No.
not.
Yes.
So how do we delete that? This feature one in the remote also. Yeah, normally whenever we talk about all these branches, where it is storing this in the local repository is. So if you go to the .git folder, references is one directory. So here it is getting stored internally. In the local repository where it is storing that all the branches is, yes, you see that the remote repositories, heads, that is about our local branches, and the tags. Tags we didn't create it, will come back. Tag creation, like as the branch creation. They will come back tags also. Yeah, now in the .git folder references and heads, if you verify, yes, we have the development master R1. Yes, there are the local 3 branches. And if you verify this in the remote section, yes, that is having origin. And you see that dev, development 1, feature 1, master, R1, all these are all available. But you should not delete it here. So what do we do to that? If you like to delete from the remote repository is git push origin. We use it, the complete path of that, the references and heads, which branch, feature one. What's going to happen? This is it is going to check it in the local. Local, it is not available, right? In the head section, local, that is not available. So it is going to synchronize that the local one with the remote one. That means remote also will be deleted. So git push origin, first to delete the local one, git branch -d, and after that, what are the local reference which we have? That local reference we are updating to the remote one. Let's try to do that. Because if you directly use it, git push origin and feature one, it doesn't do that. Because the feature one is not available in the local one, it is going to get failed. So we are referencing that the local with remote one. First, this is my local reference. I am instructing to the git. This is my local reference. And it is checking that in the local this is not available. Then automatically it is deleting in the remote also. Now you see the deleted feature one. If I go back to the remote repository, do you see the feature one branch here? That has been deleted. Now before it was 5 branches. Now we have the 4 branches only. That is deletion process. Let me apply the same process to that R1 also. We don't need that. Why do we need that R1? And even this development also, dev, this one is also not. Dev is also not required. So how do I delete it? The branches which are no more required for us. So local to delete it, git branch -d and a branch name R1. Good. Now how do I remotely remove this one? git push origin colon references. That means colon is nothing but current local repository .git folder, which we have the heads, and here R1. But R1 in the local is not available. Then automatically it is going to try to synchronize to the remote also. The remote also that will be deleted. Yes, R1 has been deleted. If you verify this in the remote also, yeah, R1 is not available in the local and as well as the remote. Like that, if I don't need this dev branch also, a dev is available in the local, right?
Yes, exactly, sir.
So this dev is available in the local. Then what I do is first I will map to this development. So I'll rename the local branch Git Branch -m dev to development. Git branch. Yes, I have this development branch now. Now the dev branch, I would like to remove it. Git push origin colon references at dev. Anyway, dev is not available in the local. That will be deleted in the remote also. Is it clear about that? Branch management. Yeah, now I have this in the local development branch in the master branch, and in the remote also I have the development and master branch. Now in the next iteration, development which will be taken and which will be started, the process. But now this release is done, but a release that is a master branch, we have everything, right? Now the master branch is having whatever the we have done the process, that is everything is available in the master branch. And this process is available in the master branch. Now I would like to take the backup of it. How do I take the backup? By creating tags. How to create a tag? Now which branch you need to take it to tag? So first that branch checkout. I would like to take the master branch backup as git checkout master. Let's create a tag. How to create a branch the same way. How to create a tag is git tag name. So I would like to tag this one as a release 1. And on which date we have done? The date and time. So that is
8.
Yeah, 8/8/2023. And if you have this date and time, yes, you can mark it. Yeah, release 1 on this date, which you are taken. Yeah, you can tag it with the name. And now, how do we view the list of all the tags? Git tag. How do we see the list of all the branches? Git branch. How do we the list of all the tags? Git tag. Yeah, now this is the Git tag which is available. Tags are the read only, right? But I'll show that. Let me push this tag. Git push origin and a tag name. So I'm updating to the remote repository. Yes, that is pushed. And if you go to the remote repository, and if you refresh this, before edition the 0 tags. Now let me refresh now. Yes, now we got it 1 tag and 2 branches only. Good. Yeah, there are the 2 branches, master and development. Remaining branches we have deleted. And the tags, yes, we have got it 1 tag. And if I go to this tag, yes, you see this all the files, the whatever we were having in the master branch, same it is available. But can I edit these files? You see that edit has been disabled. You must be on a branch to make or propose changes to this file. Tags are read only. But you can download it. Downloading is no issue. Downloading is you are going to view in the files, but you cannot edit it. And even in this tag, now we are in the tag. Even in this tag, you don't see that like creating a file or uploading the files. But if I switch to the development or master branch, yes, I see that add a file or upload a file. To this branch, I can upload. I can create a file, or I can upload the files. But a tags,
Can't update, can't edit.
yes, you cannot edit it. But if you need it, yes, you can take this branch. Suppose in the master, in the production environment, we got it some issue, high priority issue. You can take this tag and create one hotfix branch and do the fix and push that branch to the remote repository and use it in the release process and test it and then mock it. There's some patch number assigning to that and tag it. From the tag, can we create a branch? Suppose, so in the release one, we got it in the environment, some bug fix. Is what we need to do is, now you need to start the bug fix. Bug fix, how do we do that? Are you going to do it directly on the tags?
No.
We don't have that option. That is read only copy. So what we can do, git checkout to the tag that is R1. Yeah, now we are in the release. Yeah, that is a tag. Now what I can do that, I need that one temporary branch to fix it. Yes, so create a branch from this tag, Git branch and some hotfix branch. Yes, from this tag I have created the branch. Now you can switch to that hotfix branch. And you can start working on this hotfix and you can use it as a high priority release copy. Are you getting the point of this? The process mechanism, very, very important, all these things. Now you can do the fix and you can commit the files to this branch and you can use it as a release branch, this one, and use it in the testing environments from this branch, taking the code and build that and use it in the release process. And once it is done, this hotfix, you can merge back to the master branch and as well as development branch. So that is same process, like as we are understanding the release branch. Yes, now hotfix. Hotfix is the high priority related. Yes, hotfix, once it is done and verified, then you need to merge back to the master branch and as well as development branch. Are you clear about this? The tags, then branches, like feature branches, release branches, development branches, master branch. Master branch, that's point of view. We don't do the daily commit to the master branch until there is a release of it. Daily check-in, checkouts, that is commit operations which will be done in the branch.
Feature.
Sorry, yeah. Is it clear about the process?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Clear, sir.
Yeah, I'll give that one assignment to you all. So these are all, I mean, here you can find that branch commands, actions, clone the remote repository and check the branch. And create a new branch and switch to it. And rename a branch, staging and committing the files. And now verify the files between the branches. Yes, git diff. And we have the Docker file and we don't have the Docker file in the workspace. Yes, switch it and change it. Now push the development branch to the remote repository. Yes, go to the GitHub and refresh it, and you will be having the 2 branches. Yeah, merging the development changes to the master branch and push those changes to the remote repository. Yes, merge it, development branches and master branch directly it has been given. Yeah, how to take the backup of this master repositories? Tag it. You can give the tag name also. Some description of it, message, and finally you can tag it that. And push that tag also to the remote repository. And if you don't need that tag, the deleting the tag is also same process, like branch deletion tags. Almost the branch and the tags are the same, almost the commands. So git branch, git tag. But the tags are the read-only, branches are where you can commit the files. Yeah, quickly getting that those commands here in this lab guide. And assignment, yes. So whatever we discussed just now, this process. So take this, all the steps it has been given. Follow the steps and try to work with the Git commands. Suppose first what you need to do, you need to create a repository in the GitHub. Yeah, create one repository with the README file. Then commit the basic file system into the master branch. So here I didn't give that any commands. So as per the requirement, you need to work it. That is creating a file. If I say the create pom.xml file, that means you need to create a pom.xml file in the master branch, and you need to commit the files to the master branch. Then start the development branch. Create a development branch from the master branch. Then start feature to branch. That means as per this diagram, it has been given that the task you need to complete this assignment as we discussed the commands. And if you need the solution, yes, solution here it has been given with the commands. But first try to work with that about yourself, analyzing that, taking the inputs and analyzing that. And if you're stuck somewhere, yes, you can refer this solution document. Yeah, this is assignment which has been given. And yeah, we have this one small concept tomorrow, that is the stashing concept. And we'll discuss that. And we'll move to the next Terraform. But before the Terraform, one class that is CLI is required, AWS CLI. That's where we'll discuss that. Are you clear about this? So all these lab guides, follow it and try to complete it. Then you will get that some exposure on the Git. Yeah. Any queries, questions, please?
Clear, sir.
So, okay, we'll try to practice these activities, and tomorrow we'll discuss some advanced commands and we'll close the Git. But all these concepts, remember it. Next, one by one, we need to use it. They just started. Yeah, so that's all from my side. I'm going to log off for today. We'll meet tomorrow.